Hi, we're here at Illinois Neuro and Physical Rehabilitation with one of Dr. George's patients, Andre. He was being treated for approximately 5 to 6 months for a diagnosis of a concussion, and he's here to kind of share his journey, what it was like before he came here to see Dr. George, how his treatment was different, and how he's feeling today.
I got a concussion back in 2011, February 15th. After that, I was on partial work days. I'm a school teacher through the end of the year. My concussion came from slipping on the ice in front of school before the school day. And then up until the end of that school year, I was on partial days. In April of that year, I started seeing a neuro rehab person. Saw him for approximately 3 years. Yeah, about 3 years. And then all the treatments that we did there, we tried everything under the sun. We had acupuncture, we had Botox and meds and a whole bunch of other different things. And none of them really worked sustained for a long time. On a regular basis, I would have nausea, vertigo, flashing lights would make me throw up on a regular occasion, so stoplights, train lights, all that stuff. I'm an avid motorcyclist, couldn't ride my motorcycle or anything like that. And from that time on, I'd have bouts of good times, but I'd roughly have a headache every day for roughly the entire day. I was sleeping anywhere between 12 and 16 hours a day. And then by the time I started seeing Dr. George, which was right around March of 2014, and I was only sleeping closer to 12 hours at that time, 10 to 12 hours. Still wasn't a very active person, couldn't do physical activities. Heart rate getting up would definitely not make me feel good. And my friend Athena referred me to Dr. George, came in, saw him, and first thing he did was, just check me walking around the room, which I had done once before when they had first done it. And I ended up in a different spot, meaning, I wasn't very aligned when my eyes were closed. And then he looked at my eyes, and my eyes weren't straight or focused the right way. So I started doing treatments with Dr. George at that time, and I'd come in approximately twice a week for every week, and he'd give me stuff to do at home as well that I do, mostly eye exercises and stuff to realign the neurons in the brain. One of the fondest moments I have here is there was one morning I came in and Dr. George had some other doctors in visiting for a conference, and they all looked at me for a good 4 or 5 hours, and it was crazy all the battery of tests that they did, but it was just neat to see how the brain and everything worked together. Touching, they did one that I can always remember is they were measuring my heartbeat, touched the corner of my eye with a tissue, and my heartbeat dropped 10 points like nothing. And now we're here, it's mid-July in 2015. I'm back motorcycle riding, I work out regularly, working full-time, have a new job, and everything seems to be going well.
Thank you.